Hey, welcome to a little impromptu TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube live. I did say, what did I say? I did say the other day, or yesterday, I can't remember. I was going to do an impromptu. I'm going to start doing a couple more tea time lives. We're not doing many nighttime lives anymore. But I'm going to introduce like a couple, and they might be a bit more impromptu than when I've sort of planned them out and scheduled them out and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna sort of try and do a few more of the old tea time live. So I'm here today. I might try and do another one Friday. I was going to do one tomorrow, but tomorrow I am. What am I doing tomorrow? Oh no, I'm doing a nighttime live tomorrow because Rachel's not here. She's away on a work conference. So yeah, I will be. I'll be on tomorrow evening. Like probably, I think I might put it in at 8:00. I might come on at 7:30. I'll just see where the old time goes. I am kind of. You'll have to just forgive me a little bit. I'm trying to upload. I'm doing the new recipe for the YouTube channel. The Boss Breakfast in a Tin. So it's just uploading at the moment. I just need to put the thumbnail into it, and then I just need to add the ingredients. I'm going to kind of chip away at that while doing this live. And then hopefully when I come off this live, it should be ready to go. So that's recipe 26. Got 26 recipes now on the old YouTube channel, which I think is pretty decent. It's good. And as always, the link to track it on NutriCheck is in the description, as with all the recipes. So check that out. Right, let's do the top 5 on the old TikToks, and then we'll have a bit of a natter there. Right, who's in? Joe, good evening. You're in at number 1, mate. Emma's in at number 2. Oh, Faye's, sorry, is in at number 2. Emma's in at number 3. Digger Dave is in at number 4. And Donna is in at number 5. Good evening, guys. How are we? Thank you very much, as always, for jumping straight on the live, coming and saying hello. Right, I just need to add the ingredients in for this recipe, and then it'll be good. Well, it needs to upload as well, but it won't take. It's uploaded. It's just checking. It's just checking to make sure it can be monetized and there's no naughtiness in there. Who else is in? Polio's in. Good evening, boss. Evening, mate. Kirsty's in. Good evening, Lynn. Hello there. Dan's in the boss. Just listening this evening as at the gym, smashing legs. Go on, Dan. Love that. Amy's in. Good evening, boss. Good evening, Amy. Callum's in. Good evening, mate. Hi, Sim's just back from my hike. 14,000 steps on today and over 1,000 calories burned. Lovely, Stefan. That's great to hear. Nice little walk. Breakfast in the tin, great day. Yeah, it's just a little play on them. Like they're called Hungry something now. They were a different make when I was a kid. And Jane commented on my Instagram like they used to have like a roast dinner in a tin, and they did, and it had like a little fake lamb cutlet in there. Can't remember what the original name was. Tom Wrigley, hi mate. Good morning, mate. Good morning. No, good afternoon. Oh, Jane's here now. Yeah, Jane said there was like a roast dinner. I remember that. Hi Neil, what's your thoughts on creatine? As in what, Sharon? It's just a good supplement to take if you're lifting weights at the gym. Really, there's nothing much more to say on it. If I'm being honest with you, it's you take 5 milligrams a day is enough for most people to supplement. It will improve performance a little bit in the gym. It's a saturating supplement, so you don't just take it on training days. You have to take it day in, day out, 5 grams a day, whether you're going to the gym or not. It needs to be constantly in your system. But yeah, it's deep. For what it costs, it's worth taking. Just looking at the dog. So I'm just to show you. So I've got blinds up in my office here, and there's like a tiny little gap there because they couldn't get the blind right to the end just because of the way it sits. And she's got a full door there that she can go out of and go running around outside, but she's just laid there looking through this tiny little gap here. Absolute bonkers. Oh, I've just pressed stop on my live. Has it turned it off? No. Oh, I just thought I'd turn the live off rather than flipping the camera back round. No, we're all good. We're still on. We're all good. What vitamin tabs do you take? I literally take these from Aldi. I literally take these gummies from Aldi. That is it. Adult gummies. Raspberry vitamins. I like them because I like having a sweet. Now you get people go on and go, don't take these because the first ingredient is glucose syrup. They literally weigh a gram. They literally weigh there's no calories on them. These literally weigh like probably about 2 grams. So I couldn't give a toss if the first ingredient is a little bit of sugar. They like having a sweet, and they've got vitamin A, vitamin D3, vitamin E, vitamin C, niacin, which is a type of vitamin. It's vitamin B3, I think niacin is. Vitamin B6, vitamin B12, biotin, zinc, and iodine. Absolutely, yeah. So I just take them from Aldi. They're about £3 a month, something like that. Brilliant, thank you. Recently lost 6 stone, and it was recommended me from people at the gym. Amazing. And again, it's nothing to do with weight loss. It can just benefit you a little bit. The only thing you need to be aware of with creatine is when you first start taking it, when you first start taking it, it can cause a little bit of water retention for the first couple of weeks. A little bit, nothing major. No Vit D, magnesium, complex. Yeah, well, there's vitamin D in that, in the multivit. I also take, if you want to know every single supplement that I take, so I take... I'm getting out all my supplements. So I take a multivit. I take glucosamine. I take cod liver oil. I take turmeric. I take vitamin B12 on top of the vitamin B12 that's in the multivit. I take, that is vitamin D3 and K2, but it is in my prescription med bottle because I split the packet of what that was in. And I also take sulfasalazine, which is my arthritic medication every single day. So yeah, so bits and pieces that I take all these every day. This is, I can't pick them all up. So yeah, I take loads of bits and pieces really. I thought you just meant a multivit, but I do just take a multivit as well. So yeah, I take all those bits and pieces every day. Basically. I rattle in the morning. Just wondering which company is best in terms of cost. NutriGeeks, not NutriCheck. That's from calorie counting out. Yeah, they're all in my TikTok shop. If you want any NutriGeek stuff, it is brilliant stuff. Value for money. I mean, that is a full year supply of vitamin B12, and it's like 10 to 15 quid for a full year supply. So if you head into my TikTok shop, all the stuff from NutriGeeks, it's the same price as it is off if you buy it from Amazon or their own website. But if you buy it off my TikTok shop, I get £1. So if you buy it off TikTok shop, I get £1 for each one you buy. But yeah, Nutrition Geeks is they're absolutely amazing. So my vitamin, my B12, my turmeric, and my D3, I get from Vitamin Geeks. My cod liver, I don't think Vitamin Geeks do cod liver oil. I've just took pills everywhere into my drawer. I don't think they do. They might do now. I've never seen it. So I get that, and then my cod liver oil I just get off Amazon. But yeah, value for money, really cheap, really, really cheap. Like, do you know what? They've just put a Holland and Barrett into our big Tesco, and I was looking at Holland and Barrett is so expensive. It is so expensive for bits and pieces that they're doing there. It's crazy. Nutrition Geeks, great. Yeah, really, really good. Top brand. I rattle with it. And you've got, look, at the end of the day, it's supplementation. I eat that much fruit and veg, and I eat enough eggs, fruit and veg, and lean protein to get every single vitamin in that the body needs. I have chia seeds, I have flax seeds, I literally, my diet is I'm not saying it's the healthiest in the world, but it's, all the bits and pieces that you need for a healthy, balanced diet, I get in there. Do I eat some ultra-processed food as well? Yeah. Do I eat nutrient-dense ultra-processed food? 100%. What's a nutrient-dense? Yes, you can get nutrient-dense ultra-processed food. A protein yogurt, right? Yes, it's got additives in it. Yes, it's got preservatives in it. It's also got a shed ton of protein in it, right? That is a nutrient-dense product, right? It's also got a lot of vitamins and minerals in it and stuff like that. Good afternoon, Maureen. Rick, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Neil. What are your thoughts on the whoosh effect? Fat cells holding on to water. Is this correct? No, fat cells don't hold on to water, right? Your muscles store glycogen, which holds on to water, which generally is the big thing for the whoosh effect. So the whoosh effect is basically the first couple of weeks of your weight loss journey, and it doesn't really matter what weight loss method you are using. The first couple of weeks of your weight loss journey, you will get what we call a little whoosh effect. So basically, fat loss is £1 to £2 a week. Whereas the first couple of weeks of your weight journey, you might lose 6, 7, 8, 9 pounds, right? Is that all body fat? Absolutely not, right? A lot of it is excess water retention in the body. And where that excess water retention generally gets held is, we eat a lot of refined carbs when we're not on a weight loss journey. We eat a lot of carbs when we're not on a weight loss journey. Look, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with eating carbs, by the way, but a lot of people that aren't prioritizing weight loss and looking at their diet, certainly not in the methods that I promote, are probably consuming 70, 80% of their diet is carbohydrates. That means they store a lot of what we call glycogen in their body. So glycogen is, when we eat a carbohydrate, that raises our blood sugar levels, all right? It's broken down in the body and it's fed in and it raises our blood sugars. We then release insulin that takes that blood sugar and it stores it in our cells. Muscle, brain, the brain is a type of muscle. Liver is also a type of muscle, but it stores it in skeletal muscle, right? And smooth muscle, if you want to know the technical terms. Smooth muscle is your brain and your liver. Skeletal muscle is the old bicep, right? So, and we tend to have a lot of glycogen in our system when we have a poor diet. Also, again, not wanting to stereotype, but I'm going to. A lot of people have a weight issue, don't move a lot, and that's how you get rid of, glycogen's there for movement energy in a way. It's there for other things as well. So basically, when you go on a weight loss journey, and I tell you to prioritize protein, right? If one macronutrient is going to increase in your diet, others have to decrease. It really is that simple. If you start eating more protein, you're going to eat less carbs. Yeah. So most people, if you're eating a decent amount of protein with all your main meals, from sort of consuming maybe 80% of your diet being carbohydrates, 70, 80% of your diet, it might drop down to 50%. The knock-on effect of that. And 1 gram of glycogen holds 4 grams of water. Right? So generally, when we go on a weight loss journey, now don't get me wrong, we also hold water in the tummy area. We hold water in lots of different areas, right? But it just pushes out. But it doesn't store in fat cells. It stores it's held in your muscle generally. I like to say whether that muscle, we have 3 types of muscle in the body. We have skeletal muscle. So skeletal muscle is your pectorals or your biceps or whatever. Smooth muscle is any other organ other than your heart. So your brain, your liver, your pancreas, your lungs, that's classed as smooth muscle. And we then have cardiac muscle, which is the heart. The heart is technically smooth muscle as well, but the heart is such an important part of the body, it gets its own little thing. Yeah. Kelly, good evening. But yeah, so there is the whoosh effect. You do get a whoosh effect, yeah? And it's just a loss of water retention. Also, things that contribute to the whoosh effect, a drop of food weight. People that are overweight tend to overeat food. Yes, you might, this is down to volume more than anything. And don't get me wrong, you might eat, calorific food, but you might not overconsume. But generally people that eat high volumes of food and calorific food that have a weight issue. Again, stereotyping, you might say, but it just is what it is, and yeah, our food. So if you normally hold, when you're not being healthy or on a weight loss journey, you've always got around 4 pounds of digested to undigested to digested food going through your system, and you start eating less, right, that might reduce from £4 to £2.5. Well, that's £1.50 on average weight loss that's going to come off the body. So there's a few different contributing factors, but there is such a thing as the whoosh effect. Yeah, it's something I talk about with my clients all the time when they first start on plan with me. Any tips to put weight on? Wow, I don't get asked that often. So if you want to gain weight, it's the reverse of losing weight. Yeah, so to gain weight, to lose weight, you go into a calorie deficit. To lose weight, you go into a calorie surplus. You need to consume more calories than you burn. Now, what we want to try and do is, an increase in calories is just going to, it is just going to increase your body fat. But if you're underweight, you need to have more body fat in your system. If you want to increase your weight and improve your body composition, so you look better, a bit more muscular, a bit of a better physique, then you need to go to the gym, lift weights, increase muscle, as well as gaining a bit of body fat. Yeah, and that will fill your body out. Yeah. I walk 20,000 steps and eat 1,000 calories a day. Well, stop doing that. That is really simple. So why don't we turn that around a little bit? Let's knock a 0 off your steps, but call that your calories. So let's eat 2,000 calories a day, right? And let's add that 0 to your calories, but call that your steps. Yeah. So let's start doing 10,000 steps a day, and let's start eating 2,000 calories a day, right, Jem? So let's flip that on its head. So you're going to burn less calories. You're still going to be fit and healthy doing 10,000 steps. That's a lot of steps, right? And you're going to be fit and healthy, but, you're going to gain, hopefully, I don't know if that's going to put you into a calorie surplus or not, but it's certainly going to be you're certainly going to be a lot healthier, right? And then add, that time you used to spend doing 20,000 steps a day, which normally takes about 3 hours, right? Your 10,000 steps a day will be an hour and a half. So then put some of that spare time you've now got into going to the gym, lifting weights, and getting hench in the gym. Yeah. Was 15 stone, now 8. Yeah. And do you know what, Jem? It's quite common that where people go to an extreme and you keep chasing a number, and you've probably got a really unhealthy relationship still with food and weight loss and stuff like that. So yeah, you've just gone a bit too far. And don't get me wrong, you've got disordered eating because you're eating so fewer calories, and you've got, like I say, you've actually got an unhealthy lifestyle, even though you're a lot healthier than you were. Because someone that's now 8 stone rather than being 15 stone, are they healthier? Yeah, we've got to say that, but they're healthier than they were, but they're not healthy. Right, because like you say, and it's good that you're admitting it. A lot of people they struggle with that, Gemma, sort of admitting that they have took it too far. But you've took it too far. So you've just got to work on that now. And don't get me wrong, like I say, if you've got some disordered eating, you might find it quite hard to increase. But that's what you kind of need to do. You need to turn that movement on its head. Let's start doing 10,000 steps a day and eating 2,000 calories instead of doing 20,000 steps a day and eating 1,000 calories. Yeah. I lost 30 kilograms, feeling much better, at least 2 to 3 stone to go, but it's so slow now. Average a pound a week. That's not slow. Verity. That's not slow. That's perfect fat loss, right? What you've actually done is to lose your 30 kilograms, you've been too restrictive and lost that too quickly, right? Which is why now your healthy, sustainable fat loss seems too slow. Pound a week is great. Like, you've got 2 to 3 stone to lose. That means a pound a week, you'll be there in 6 months. You'll be there by the end of summer. You smashed it. You're doing great, right? I feel weak sometimes. You will do, Gemma. You're only eating 1,000 calories a day, and you've got no reserve body fat now to make up that deficit. Yeah. I did TDR through the NHS. Yeah. So you've yeah, too restrictive. Too restrictive. Too restrictive. So yeah, let's start eating. Let's just just be you've got to eat too restrictive, but it's slowed down because obviously your calorie burn's dropped. So just keep cracking on. Yeah. Is 1,000 calories per day okay? 99? No. In fact, I've literally just recorded a podcast. Just recorded this week's podcast that'll be out tomorrow is stop doing these things when calorie counting. and I literally talk about eating low amounts of calories in it. Yeah. You know, would I gain on the scales if going to the gym 5 times a week? Again, like, as in what? Uh, Ainsley, is it Ainsley? Is in like, if you went to the gym 5 times a week, would you gain? Well, you gain weight mainly through overeating calories. So no, if you go to the gym 5 times a week and you train properly, you'll gain some muscle mass. Not a lot, £1 a month maybe at the start of your journey. That'll slow down as you get more experience with it. So remember, gaining weight and losing weight, there's a lot of things that cover in weight. If you go to the gym and you don't wear many clothes in the gym, you're actually going to lose weight. If you go to the gym and you dress up in hoodies and all this, you're okay. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be pedantic when I say that. Like, a lot of people think, oh, if I go to the gym, I'll get bulky and I'll do that. No, you won't. No, Yeah, that's what I was talking about, through muscle mass. So it won't show on scales. Then, yeah, if you increase muscle mass, muscle mass will show on the scales, but not like, it's not negative weight gain. Like, we've got to step out of this mindset that gaining weight is bad. Certainly, there's great ways to gain weight. Like, if you could add 10 to 12 pounds of lean muscle to your frame, you're massively changing your body composition. You're improving the strength of your joints and your muscles and this, that, and the other. And that is not a negative thing at all. Yeah, the scale's going to show you a bit heavier, but not in a negative. Like, just because the scales show you a bit heavier doesn't mean it's a negative thing. It doesn't mean it's a negative thing. But for most people to gain like a stone in muscle on the scales, it would take them at least 12 months. And that's if the training's good. That's if the training's absolutely spot on. So 1,000 calories is too low when you have no fat reserves. 1,000 calories is too low for me personally, even if you've got fat reserves. It's just low. The average amount of calories, maintenance, read a nutritional label. What does it say on any I've not got one here. It literally says on a nutritional label, adults need 2,000 calories a day, right? So if an adult needs 2,000 calories a day and you're eating half that amount, I think that means you're not eating enough. Yeah. So yeah, it's way too low. 1,000 calories isn't enough for a 10-year-old kid, let alone an adult. Yeah. Do you know what? I just fancied a Pepsi this afternoon. Normally I tend to have 1 can of pop a day, maybe 2 at a push, especially if the weather's warm or something like that. But I've been sat in this office. It's been really sunny today. I've been sat in the office. Office was really, really warm. And that is absolutely hitting the spot. Absolutely delicious. Yeah. Right, let me scan down and see what's going. I've turned off YouTube, Facebook. Sorry, guys, I'm not trying to ignore you, lovely people. Hey, do you know what? It's busy on YouTube and Facebook this afternoon. Maybe afternoon's a good time to do it live. I normally only do morning or night time, but there's a few of you guys watching, which is great. Right, let me scan down and see what's going on. How can someone survive on 1,000 calories a day? I mean, look, if you're 8 stone eating 1,000 calories a day, you can have metabolic adaptation. So you would survive. But I know what you mean, Stefan. You're sort of saying, how does anyone? I don't know. I don't know. It absolutely blows my. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, how do you eat 1,000 calories a day? When I do low calorie days at 1,700 calories, I'm literally like, how do you eat 1,000? I don't know. That is a low amount of calories, a really low amount of calories. I mean, to be honest with you, most people that think they're eating 1,000 calories a day, they're actually not. But if Jen there has gone from 15 stone to 8 stone, and she's obviously eating a low amount of quite a low amount of calories. Right, let me scan up. My first week putting my calories up from 1,000 calories, best decision I've made. Realised how silly. Yeah, absolutely. Now, don't get me wrong. What you need to accept, and this is where a lot of people panic. If you go from, say, 1,000 calories a day to 1,500 calories a day, that's an extra 3,500 calories a week. That's going to increase your average food weight. It's going to increase some water weight in the body. It's going to increase some water retention in the body. That is all going to show on the scales. So a lot of people go from 1,000 calories a day to 1,500 calories a day. They see a 3 or 4 pound gain on the scales, and then they start panicking. Oh no, I'm gaining all my weight back. And then they go back down, and everyone's like, no, I gain weight at 1,500 calories. You gain weight. Again, you're not gaining fat. You can only physically get fatter if you consume more calories than you burn, right? And I guarantee, even if you're you're 8 stone, Gem, you're really, really light, and you're doing a ridiculous amount of steps. So even being really, really light, you'll still be burning a good 2,000 plus calories a day, right? So you're still in 1,000 odd calorie a day deficit. Now, like I say, I'd be very surprised if you are eating 1,000 calories a day. Most of us are pretty inaccurate when it comes to tracking calories, normally by 10 to 20%. So someone that's eating 1,000 calories a day, you're probably eating 1,200 at least, but still, it's a very low amount of calories. It really, really is. Right, let me scan down and see what else is going on. I don't think there's a lot. Which website do you recommend to check calories? Me. Come sign up. If anyone wants to know how many calories they should be eating, come join my community. It is £5 for your first month using code WELCOME at checkout. There's no contract. You can cancel anytime. Just think what you've wasted £5 on in the last few days. I've wasted £5 on lots of things. 2 Starbucks coffees, and I don't even drink coffee, but the wife does, and I always end up driving, which means I always end up paying. I must spend about £40 a month, it's £50 a month at Starbucks. I don't even drink flipping coffee. How does that work? Anyway, that's being married. So yeah, my community is £5. As part of sign up to my community, you get a full calorie breakdown from me. So you'll know your metabolism, you'll know your maintenance calories, and you'll know your deficit calories. TikTok profile, Facebook page, YouTube profile. Find my link tree, click on my link tree, a few tabs down in my link tree. Come join the community and you'll get a full calorie breakdown from me. Yeah. And it'll be the most accurate calorie breakdown you'll get. Yeah. I've said this today in my podcast. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I'm good at what I do. So if I don't blow my own trumpet, no one will do it. And if I wasn't good at what I do, I wouldn't do it. Right. I'm not going to sit and go, I'm rubbish at what I do. Right. Now you might say, well, you're being a bit modest then. He's not modest. You're boasting there, Neil. No, I'm not boasting. I'm just, it's what I do. Right, I'm not going to sit and go, yeah, don't sign up to my website. I'll work out your calories for you. But I'm a bit rubbish at working out calories. People who I give calories to don't lose any weight. But yeah, it's only a £5. Why not? No, I'm good. And I only give healthy, sustainable calorie allowances. You'll be shocked. A lot of people are like, I can't eat that and lose. I'll give you healthy, sustainable calorie allowance. Yeah, you'll know exactly what you should be eating. Nice red Thai chicken curry tonight. What are you having? Do you know what? Right, I'm going against all my advice today. We don't know. We absolutely don't know. This week's just, again, I've talked about this before, bit of a change of routine. So, we've just not planned tea tonight, if I'm being honest with you. But I think I'm going to go to KFC and get the new rice bowl and try that. Because I've been meaning to go and do it and do a little review with it anyway. So I think that might be on the cards. But yeah, don't get me wrong. We've got loads of stuff in. But yeah, normally, so what me and mates normally do is we normally plan on a Monday for Monday and Tuesday, sometimes Wednesday. And if we don't, then on a Wednesday, we plan Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. With Rachel being back in work now, we always plan our food on the way to the gym, and then on the way back from the gym, I nip in Aldi and grab the bits. So we just need to get a bit more. I think it's going to be a case of, we tend to do. I used to nip into Aldi every day, so I think. And we went to the gym this morning. We were in the gym for 20 to 7 this morning, so we were left the gym before Aldi was even open. So just a bit more planning. And I think we need to probably get back into doing more of a weekly plan and a weekly shop rather than a daily shop. So, yeah, I've got no plans for tea. If we decide not to have KFC, it will be scrambled egg on toast and bacon, which I'm more than happy with, right? That will be tea. I've got some malted Jason sourdough bread. I've also got some rye bread that I had last week on the Worth the Calories video. So I've got a couple of different types of bread. I've got loads of eggs in. I've got a good amount of bacon in as well. So that will be the fallback. But I'm sat here now going, I need to try one of those new rice bowls at KFC. So I'm going to have a little look on the website. I don't know what the calories are. I don't know. Do you know what? I've been good. I don't know where my calories are today. Let's have a little Scooby Doo at the old calories. Today I've tracked everything. I'm just not quite. I've got my. If you actually looked at my NutriCheck on a day-to-day basis, it can end up being a little bit of a mess because when I'm posting food and content, I scan it into my NutriCheck and put it in my NutriCheck and stuff. So like I just posted today the Jim Kitchen peri peri chicken sausage, which I will be having I think tomorrow. So there it is. So we'll take them out. And saw a recipe before for like a healthier mayonnaise. Plus, come here. Coming up. Hello. For like a healthier mayonnaise. I've seen this version a few times where people literally are just blitzing like boiled eggs with a splash of water, a bit of vinegar, and a little bit of oil, and making like a healthier, higher protein mayonnaise. And I'm like, I'm not convinced. I'm generally not. I'm a bit like, I don't know. I'm not convinced. And I was going to make it today. Anyway, why I'm telling you that is because I've got it all in my app. But yeah, that's all I've got. I've done my boss breakfast in a tin. That was lunch because I filmed it for YouTube. That's uploading now. That'll be on tonight. And I've got 4 different types of mayonnaise because I've been messing around with the recipe I saw just to see, what be protein, calories. Anyway, let's get rid of all that. I've eaten 895 calories today. That is it so far. So, I think it's going to be, I'm going to go and try one of those rice boxes at KFC. That I think is the plan. I started doing your yogurt bowl, Neil, and got the Perform choc and raspberry powder. So, Philip, honestly, that yogurt bowl, I go on about it, and it's not a gimmick. It's not anything. I've had it for my breakfast this morning. I've started putting in that yogurt bowl. Either I have it for breakfast or I've been having it as an afternoon snack. If I don't have breakfast for probably about 4 or 5 weeks now. And it just is a game changer when it comes to filling you up. It really, really is. And like I say, the Boss's staple I've eaten for years, which is one of my breakfast recipes. But the difference between what I call the natural Manjaro bowl is it's got a load more fat, it's got way more volume in it, and way more fibre in it. And yeah, it's banging. Absolutely banging. I've made for tomorrow. Again, I don't know why. I've had a few recipes and stuff you go through trends, don't you, with social media, what pops up, what doesn't pop up, and this, that, and that. And a lot of people cooking and stuff. I saw a girl the other day, and she did this like blueberry compote, as she called it, to go on her yogurt. I can't remember the name because I do like to, if I take a bit of inspiration from someone, I just sort of watched it and then flicked on back, and I meant to save it. So I'm going to have a scan through and see if I can find it. And basically, so I had some blueberries in the fridge, some fresh blueberries in the fridge. So I put 125 grams of blueberries in like a frying pan. I put 50 ml of water in there and just put it on a really low heat and just let it cook out for about 15 minutes, right? Stirred it, this, that, and the other. Then I added 5 grams of honey to it to sweeten up a little bit, cooked out for another 5 minutes. It literally made like a blueberry jam. I couldn't believe it. And it was absolutely banging. It was delicious. And literally 125 grams of blueberries, 50 grams of water, 50 grams of water, 50 ml of water, it's the same thing. And 5 grams of honey. So you're literally talking like 70, maybe 60, 70 calories, something like that. And it literally was like a blueberry jam. It was absolutely delicious. And I've ended up putting in 150 grams of Greek yogurt into it and just mixing it up together to take. And that's going to be my breakfast tomorrow. It was belting. So now I'm thinking, what recipes can I do using that like homemade blueberry jam sort of thing? It's absolutely banging. I love full fat mayo, but using 15 cal one, miss full fat. Yeah, it's I love full fat mayo. It's absolutely amazing. But a tablespoon of Hellmann's is 120 calories. I don't mind. I don't mind light mayonnaise. I generally don't. I don't mind light mayonnaise. I think light mayonnaise is pretty decent. You know, I don't mind lighter than light. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Do I want lighter than light on tuna mayo? Absolutely fine. Drizzled over a salad with another sauce, absolutely fine. I quite like lighter mayonnaise if you mix it with like something like sriracha or a bit of another type of chili sauce or a bit of a barbecue sauce to make kind of like a creamy barbecue to make it go a little bit longer. But yeah, on its own, it's a bit. It is, but light mayonnaise, I don't really miss full fat mayonnaise from light mayonnaise. You know. Peter P, good evening, mate. Oh, you're all good. I swap yogurt instead of mayo. You swap yogurt. You have yogurt instead of mayo. Not into that. I can't say that. I don't know. I mean, it depends. If it's a full fat yogurt, so it's got a bit of creaminess to it, maybe. I do like yogurt if I make like I do my own tzatziki, like a honey and mint one. I don't know if you've seen it. It's in one of my recipe books. Literally 0% fat Greek yogurt. You probably took, let's say you did 3 tablespoons, so 45 grams of 0% fat Greek yogurt, a couple of teaspoons of mint sauce, 5 grams of honey or so, and then add your grated cucumber, drain some of the water out, mix that in. Absolutely banging. Absolutely banging. For like, you get like 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise, nearly 400 calories. That is less than 100 calories. Really good on lamb or something like that. Started doing but yeah, the yogurt bowl's great. So I was reading out Sue's comment again. Right, let me scan up. I'm 8 stone, 13 pounds, 5'2". Is 1,485 calories okay? Wanting to lose 6 pounds. Why do you want to lose 6 pounds? Why do you want to get to 8.5 stone? What's it going to do to your life? Right? How's it going to improve your life trying to lose 6 pounds? It isn't, right? If you're 5'2" and 8 stone 13, you're all good. Stop trying to lose weight, eating a calorie maintenance. If you want to change the shape of your body, get training properly. And I mean that sincerely. Love the Aldi spicy salami and chili jam pizza. It is excellent. I've not had it for a bit, like the thin oblong sourdough one. Yeah, I remember reviewing that when it first came out. It was really, really good. How can people track calories properly? Doing a big meal, it's hard work weighing and measuring. No, it's not, Jem. No, it's not. I find big meals easier to track than little individual things, because if you cook a big meal, right, start eating food that you eat on a regular basis and just create the recipe in NutriCheck. You can do it in MyFitnessPal as well, and then it's saved for the rest of your days. That's it. Big meals, you only ever need to track it once, and you never ever need to worry about tracking it ever again. And all you need to, like NutriCheck, go into My Meals, right? Everything that goes into the pan. Yeah. How many servings are you making? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 servings. Right? Doesn't matter. Right? I'm making 4 servings. Right? 4 servings. So that whatever that pan of food is for 4 people. Right? Whack everything that goes into the pan into NutriCheck, and it'll divide it. It'll do the hard work for you, and then save it. And as long as you make your spag bowl pretty much the same every time, as long as you make your cottage pie pretty much the same every time, the recipe's there, all saved for you. So no, tracking calories is easy. Yeah. I was shocked with the calories you gave me. Nearly 2 stone gone. You were spot on. Exactly, Kirsty. There you go. Kirsty's there. Panicked when I gave her calories. I can't eat that much and lose weight. And she's nearly 2 stone down. So, guys, if you want me to work out your calories, TikTok profile, click on my link tree, Facebook page, YouTube. My link tree's in all of them. Scan down to the community section. Use code WELCOME at checkout. Cost you £5, and I will send you your calories. And you stick to the calories I give you. You might not even have this amount of weight to lose, but you stick to the calories that I give you, and this time next year, you'll be at least 4 stone lighter. You might not even have 4 stone to lose. I don't know, but yeah, get signed up, and I will I'll work out your calories for you. Right, I'm going very, very shortly. I'm only coming on till 5:30. It's been a good live though. Been quite a bit of interaction. So now I'm back working full time hours. It's brilliant. On 65 steps already this week. Brilliant, Pete. Great to hear, mate. Hey Neil, just had spine surgery, low mobility. Can I lose fat without exercising? 100%. 100%. Fat is down to consuming less calories than you burn. Now, Kimberly, if your movement is compromised, it's going to mean that your calorie burn is lower. So you might either have to have a lower deficit, right? It depends how much you currently weigh, how many calories you're burning, how much movement you can actually do. So how many steps you are doing. But yeah, of course you can lose weight. I couldn't do more than first 6 months of my weight loss journey, I don't actually how much I did. Over the first year of my weight loss journey, I lost 10 stone. I would say in the first 6 months of my weight loss journey, I lost probably 6 stone, right? It will have slowed down towards the end of the year, and I had Christmas and stuff. I reckon I lost at least 6 stone in the first 6 months of my weight loss journey. And the first 6 months of my weight loss journey, I was well over 30 stone and struggling to do 2,000 steps a day. So yeah, absolutely can. Now, you might not be as heavy as I was, right? But, at the moment, I can't do many steps. Doesn't matter. You've just got to consume less calories than you burn. So I normally put people in a 500 calorie a day deficit. So 500 calories less than they burn. If your mobility is compromised and we want to keep your calorie allowance healthy, you might have to go into a 250 calorie a day deficit. You'll still lose, but it'd be half a pound a week instead of a pound a week. I know that might be frustrating, but anything's better than nothing, right? If you lose half a pound a week while you're recovering from your surgery, it might take 3 months, 4 months, in fact, it might take 6 months. I don't know. It might take you longer than that. You're going to be a couple of stone down this year, right? And then as your movement improves, we can ramp up your calories, your deficit a little bit. Your deficit will increase. Yeah. Let me scan down. A couple more comments, and then I am out of here, you lovely, lovely people. I think that's about it. No other comments. If you've got one now, get it in. I'm going dead on past. I will get this recipe finished off and uploaded now. So it's another little recipe for you guys to have a look at. Please check out my YouTube page if you don't already. I would massively appreciate it. Subscribe over there. I do a podcast on my YouTube. I do low calorie, high protein, easy recipes on my YouTube. I do food. All my food reviews are generally on my YouTube in the Worth the Calories videos. I do a weekly journal on there, my own vlog of my own weight loss journey. So there's lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. I am literally, it took me last year from February to Christmas, it took me like 9 months to gain 500 followers. I've gained 384 subscribers. This might be pittance to some people, but to me, it's a lot in 2025. So thank you very much if you do follow me on YouTube. I love doing my YouTube content. So I would love to get up to 500 my 2,000 subscribers. I'd love to get there. And it takes, for you guys to go and subscribe to my YouTube channel, takes you a second. But for the creators on there, it means so much. It really, really does. It doesn't mean you're going to watch the content. It doesn't mean you're going to have views, but it does, YouTube do reward us for getting more subscribers. They push us out there a little bit onto the algorithm, the more popular we are. So yeah, if you don't subscribe to my YouTube, there's links in my link tree again, whether you're obviously if you're watching on YouTube now, I'm hoping you do subscribe to my YouTube. But you know what? 60% of people that watch my YouTube, 70% of people that watch my TikTok content don't follow me. 50% of people that watch my YouTube content don't follow me. So I'm getting if I get 400 views a video, 200 of you guys, if you all subscribe to me, I hit my 2,000 target, which would be amazing. So, if you don't follow me on YouTube, I would massively appreciate you going over there, giving me a subscribe. Same with Facebook, same with Instagram. It's nice to get a bit of a boost on all of my platforms. I know you said that I should be 95 kilograms, but I'm happy where I am, so not in a rush. Stefan, that's, look, at the end of the day, if you're happy where you're at, you're happy where you're at. What we need to appreciate is at some point in time, what we want to do is we want to get to a point where our weight and our lifestyle isn't putting pressure on our body, right? And, because we can, we might feel great in ourselves. We might have lost a good bit of weight. Fantastic. But, the weight that we're at now could still be putting pressure on our body. The way we're living our lifestyle could still be affecting our body. So, but we also need to understand we have weight loss phases. You might lose a good amount of weight and you might say, I just need a bit more of an extended break from it. That's fine. The important thing is if you ever take a break from your weight loss, the thing you do is maintain. Too many people take a break from weight loss and gain their weight back. And that is what we want to stop doing. Run a giveaway when you get to where you want to be on YouTube might help, mate. Run a giveaway when you get. Yeah, I know. I used to do giveaways and stuff, and to be honest with you, I never find it boosts things that much. People do like free weight loss. I used to do like 3-month weight loss plan. All you need to do is like, share, comment on this post. The problem with that is the algorithms of the social media companies, they know that you're doing it. They hate forced follows and views, right? So they want your views to either be paid for, so you're paying them to boost your content to get it out there so more people follow you, or they want organic growth, because organic growth is people just loving your engagement, loving your content. So it is a tricky one. So running competitions can give you a short-term boost, but long-term it can affect the algorithm a little bit. So it's about playing the game with social media at times. YouTube's very, very hard. And I'll tell you why YouTube's very, very hard, because it is hard to build organically. TikTok's not too bad. Facebook, Instagram, you can build organic quite hard. YouTube's really, really tough. YouTube is more about promoting your site, telling people to go and follow you and this, that, and the other, Unless you just hit the ground running and people are just absolutely all over you. And there's always going to be people like that. There's people that go from zero to hero very, very quickly on all social media platforms, But yeah, it is a tough one, Right, guys, I've got to go. I said I was going at past. I've got a bit of work to finish off. Rachel's going to be home about 6, so we're going to hopefully go and get that KFC rice bowl. I will film it. I'll post it out there. But I'm going to finish off this recipe now, guys. I will be here tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. We'll be on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Dual Live. 11 a.m. in the community. We've got tomorrow's weight loss live. Weight loss coaching live, which I'm doing on Zoom. I've kind of figured out a way where the Zoom's going to be like just me, but you can come and participate. I think we'll see. We'll have a look tomorrow, and then I'll be back on social media tomorrow night. I think I've put it in as 8 o'clock, but I might do 7:30. I'll just come on and say hello for an hour. I might even do a tea time live. So you'll have to, if you're on Plan in the Community, guys, I'll broadcast it out. I'll put it in the community. I'll just see how it goes tomorrow. But I will do 2 lives tomorrow. So it might be, this live actually has got more views and follows than any of my lives have for the last few weeks. So, yeah, but definitely at 9:30 in the morning, then 11 a.m., we've got the Weight Loss Coach live. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, whatever you're doing, guys. Thanks for dropping by. And hopefully, if you're free at some point, I will see you tomorrow. I always do this. I'm going to say bye to. I always do this. I just think they're both going to end at the same time. Right. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. I'll say bye to you guys now. Have a great evening.